Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. I have my crystal ball off to the side, so I will be scrying throughout this message. If you're new to my channel, my readings are a little different, and if you're returning, welcome back. You know how we do if it doesn't resonate with you. If you're forcing the story to fit, arguing with it in any way, just leave it behind for the people who it's meant for. So channel members, you had a live yesterday for the all signs, and if you didn't catch that, it is now available for you in channel memberships. And because the channel members that were present voted it public, we will be making that public on Saturday. So with that, let's go ahead and let's begin. Taking a step aside. And allowing spirit to pass through me. Opening up to receive information. Ooh, it got a little darker from the time that I had my eyes closed to the time I opened them again. It was a little darker. I'm seeing like a train. So it's almost like a train moving through a tunnel. There's something very fast that's happening. And this is like the train couldn't stop even if we wanted it to. It's a momentum now. And this is going into some place that's very dark for some of the people inside this collective. And I feel that this is something that is necessary. There's something here that we're going through in order to come out the other side, because there's like a watch. We're going through the other side because there's a date with destiny. And that's kind of how it was put. I feel like I got that not that long ago, like a couple months ago. There's something like that. It's a continuation of that particular reading. I don't know what reading it was. And it's almost like we're at that home stretch and it's on the other side here. I'm hearing like all the gears and the mechanisms moving. It's like every little creak can be heard now. So maybe it's every little thing that is still kind of barring the way energetically is being felt at this time. Little things that we're noticing that we never really noticed before. They're like bubbling up to the surface all of a sudden, like rapid fire. So whoever this message is for, there's a lot of intense, deep processing happening right now. And you may even feel like there's something trying to hold you back. There's an energy trying to hold you back on the other side of the tunnel. It doesn't want you to get to this side of the tunnel, right? People, places, things. But this train's not stopping for anybody. That's how it feels. This train's not stopping for anybody. Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. Oof. I'm being told also over here to take one rune, to take one, just one. Okay. We have Urus. There's like this, oh, oof. Okay, so there's this idea of the thing that yokes you, the thing that has been pulling you around, the thing that has made you controlled and put a burden on you. There's something about that. All those little things that make up whatever that is are starting to come to the surface. And they're coming to the surface or being recognized or being spotted, whether it's stuff like emotions inside of you, or if it's something outside of you that you're starting to recognize the pattern of. And this is all stuff that is kind of like the pre-umbra, right? So it's the shadow before you reach the tunnel. It's the you know, shadow period of Mercury retrograde. It's like the little gray edge before you get to the dark of the moon. It's just the beginning. So whoever this message is for in this collective, this recognition of things that you're starting to see, like, oh yeah, it's there, it's there, it's there, it's there. It's just the beginning. Right? It's just that shadow of the giant that falls over you before you look up and see it, right? This is an intense energy. I'm not even gonna lie about it. Like the last reading I did was a super intense energy too. At least this one, thankfully, I can form words and I can sit in it. The last one was rough, man. But this one, it's like, for somebody, your thoughts are going like a mile a minute, just finding things and overturning things. It's like seeing new things that you had never seen before. What we have here is we have the maiden. I feel like I'm supposed to put them like this. Like this is where we are. This is where we're going. Turning over some sort of new leaf to find that we're really just finding something that we had long forgotten. Something that we had left behind. Something we stopped believing in here. Okay. And it was due to some sort of internal conflict or a conflict that we felt within ourselves because of things that are outside. I don't know how else to express that. And it's all about this unyoking of something. So removing some sort of burden, or some sort of shedding something that essentially has had control. We may not have recognized it. We didn't recognize that it had control. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Being told to place this under Uruz, the unseen. Yeah, we didn't see this. We did not see this, whatever it is. And now we can see it. Now we can see that, oh, there's this mechanism that has had me kind of like in check, or there's a belief that had been pulling me around, or there's this group of people that I've had around that really are kind of holding me down in some way. Again, this idea of like the train's not stopping for anybody. There's something being left behind. I don't know whether this is some sort, I'm seeing the feline out of this deck. It's like some sort of loose end. There's some sort of loose end, and it's not that we have to tie the loose end, it's that we just have to leave whatever's carrying that loose end. For some of you, it's almost like some sort of baggage that we're leaving at the gate of the tunnel. It can't come with you. It doesn't feel like you're going into the tunnel to explore the baggage. It's almost like I see it and I can take it off. Because that's what happens with the yoke on the ox, right? At the end of the workday, that thing comes off, hopefully, hopefully, and then the burden is over. That's kind of how it feels. It's like this shadow into the tunnel. The burden is over, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. There's something going on inside of this tunnel, or metaphorical tunnel here, and it's the crone. It almost feels like the initiation into some sort of mystery. This mystery is butting up against areas of magic and myth. Oh, okay. There's some sort of wisdom that has to be gained, and it has something to do with this energy. I don't read this the way that it's meant in the book. When I pull this card, this is about our perception creating, right? So there's something here about the power of what we conceive, what we believe, and how we are creating things. Oh, I notice I'm like doing this. Whatever this is, it's a secret. It's like there's something about this process that's about to happen that whoever is in this collective, you don't want to talk about it with anybody, because you understand that this is a very secret, sacred part of yourself. It's something for your eyes only. It's kind of that energy. 3 cards. 1. A very deep alchemical process is taking place here. Quite possibly something having to do with children or about childhood. And here again, it's butting up against myth and magic. We have the Queen of Wands. This is the Witch of the Tarot. And notice how she's carrying the sunflower. The sunflowers, you know, for me, I'm going to say it this way, right? For me, the sunflower is very similar to how I read this. If you look at those two things, they're kind of similar, right? This even looks like the inside of a sunflower. This is the pattern, the grand design. And the grand design of this sunflower begins and ends with how much the Queen of Wands can grow. So there's this idea of this tunnel phase that someone is about to enter into. It's like once you enter that, there's parts of you that are going to be unseen by others. You're the only one that's going to be experiencing them. You're the only one that's going to know about them, and they're not things that are meant to be shared. These are things that are very deep mysteries about yourself. This is a very deep layer that whoever this message is for, this is a very deep layer that you're kind of diving into here coming up. For some of you, again, this isn't going to be internal. This is going to be more external. You're going to start seeing the pattern, and you're going to start noticing that the pattern is of such that it becomes extremely personal and sacred to you. Okay. I have Mikamuckle. This is my inner, this along with the Maiden is my inner child cards in this deck. And it's kind of funny because we have the female and we have the male, and then here we have the female and the male on the 6 of Pentacles also. So it's almost like 2 aspects of the inner child that are merging here with the Temperance card in order to create something very powerful. It's almost like oh, how do I even interpret this energy? For some of you, it's like I came in contact with a long lost friend, and that long lost friend is part of me, or our stories go back to early childhood together. I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's a literal friend or if this is like metaphorical about some sort of energy inside of ourselves. It's like I came in contact with a long lost friend. Interesting. Okay, let's see. And I think that there's parts of this reading that if you're part of the collective that this message is for, you guys know I don't like tend to say things that you're like, oh, I don't know about that. I'm always saying like, this is confirmation. I feel like this is one of those readings where certain aspects will resonate now and then other aspects will actually resonate later. So if this is resonating for you, check back in like a week and a half and watch this reading again, because I think that by then some of this other stuff may have happened. And then we have, oh, I can't make it up. I'm going to read this out of the book for you guys. Where am I at? I'm here. I was like, what card? Okay, so this is Canunctio. Canunctio is the great alchemical operation of love. During this stage, we witness the miraculous work of two opposites merging to create a unique third form. Sun and moon unite to reveal the entire cosmos. By the way, you might be seeing lots of number 3s if that's the case. Black and white unite to reveal the spectrum of color. Unlike coagulatio, Canunctio represents a conscious and benevolent union, one that springs forth from awareness, acceptance, and devotion. It is not a compromise, but rather an activation, a holding of tension and presence that allows each of the entities to thrive and express themselves. Experiencing Canunctio is one of the blessings of the human experience, whether the bond is with human, nature, or divinity. Recognize it by the stirring of your heart and an element of surprise. Through the opposites arise the infinite. And this is what I feel is taking place in this other side of the tunnel, where there's this date with destiny. There's something that's coming together finally on the other side of this tunnel. Whatever is on the other side, you do not know it. Okay? Very clear for whoever this message is for. Whatever's on the other side, you do not know it. Okay? There's some sort of success here in healing something. Also, some of you, there might be a need for like more rest. You might be finding you're having a harder time getting out of bed right now. And there's something here about really rejuvenating the energy, because there's something that's happening here inside this. I feel like this part is an aspect of ourself too. It's so weird. This is very weird. This is a weird reading for me. Navigating this energy is a little difficult, I'm going to say, because I'm not quite sure what this is even speaking about at this point. It's not something I've encountered. So, yeah, this is very interesting to me, because on one hand, it feels like this has not been known. Like whatever it is that there's a merging with has not been known. And yet over here I have the 6 of Cups. So it feels like something from a very distant past. But I don't think that that's the thing. I think that whatever this represents is internal, is very deeply internal. And I feel that that's what these children are too. It's like they're the internal children, not child. Or it's almost like another aspect of the inner child, since we had that idea of the dark side of the moon, right? There's the side that reflects, the side that we see, and then the side we don't see. It's like we're coming into contact with the side that we don't see, which is why we're in a dark tunnel, which is why it's so secret. Oh, okay, yeah. So in this sort of secret, quiet place here with this, this is where we recognize something that creates our... I almost hear it as our honor, or our our, not legacy, like I don't even know if there is a word. I feel like I'm trying to look for a word for something that there's no word for. It's something of that nature, like something that creates our value, but that's not even quite it. It's like it creates our expression, like our 3D expression. It's like a part of that process in some way. What? Weird. Okay. Yeah. We have the Nine of Cups, which is about fulfillment, attainment, and we have the Hierophant, some soul level lesson, maybe even a mission of some kind. There's something here coming up for this collective, and you know, the white snake keeps showing up. I mean, the white snake's going to keep showing up now because I have my mind on it since the last reading, but for this Alchemy deck, this is the cover, and what I'm seeing is I'm seeing the silver and the gold, and that's what's really speaking to me, is of those two elements, right? The silver really represents the moon, the gold represents the sun. There's something of a coming together of these energies. We even see that here inside of the Temperance card. We see the sun, and then the water is really representing sort of that lunar quality. This is fascinating. There's almost like this period that people are entering into in this collective, where as you're taking off these burdens, you're seeing whatever it is that yokes you, whatever it is that has kind of led your story up until now, and you start to remove that, you come into a space that's actually quite dark, and it feels insulated. It feels like a whole process or a whole observation, depending on whether it's inside you or outside of you, that we start to see and that nobody should know about. We even feel that way as we're going through it. So you might be there now, you might be going through some things and you're like, oh, I'm not telling anybody about this. But then we see a side of something within us or something outside of us about reality that's a whole other side that we had never seen. And then we start to realize, this is the reason I'm here. This is my reason. This is part of my path. And then that's when we come out the other side. It's like you're being brought to some sort of knowledge, some sort of divine knowledge here. And then this is what essentially brings you out the other side. And as soon as you come out the other side, there's this process of merging. I think that merging is going to be different for everybody, right? So I'm not going to like put a label on what that is. Whatever it is, you don't see it coming. That's for sure with this card. It's like it's a surprise. So I'm going to leave this here. So whoever this message is for, I hope this resonates with you. If it does, please hit that like button. Feel free to leave me a comment. And until next time.